democracies was a one system of rulership, nothing glorified about it. So what we are doing with your contribution is, we are well aware of the issues, your books, we read, review, circulate among ourselves and question, and among ourselves we find the answers to make a pathway for us to progress. We are buying your books, we are reading, we are discussing it among our groups, large groups.
So now, is there anything that you want to continue with Infinity and work with Rajivji? Okay, that's one point, okay, which will be very helpful if you can come out with specific thing. Or what is that your plans? Okay, so how do you want to know? Just want to read his contributions, his books and all, then come back. Or if you want to get connected with him, we can do it in a private discussion.
The idea is how can advance him and how can contribute and how can participate.
Yeah. So how do you want to contribute? You should tell him. Okay, he is already doing it. Okay, he is interacting. He has his own team. He has research teams. Okay, he has so many people across the globe. Okay, from India, from US also. There are so many individual groups like Vijayawada, and all those people. So it's happening already. So if you come out with your own specific skill or your own expertise, that will be helpful for him to understand if that's the case. So being in civil service, okay, that background, okay, it's very, very useful that if you can come out specifically how you can contribute to his work, whatever he's doing.
Introduction. First finish his introduction part. Good morning. Welcome to the workshop. I'm Rajiv Malhotra. I work as general manager in Wipro. I'm also not an IITian, but Wipro. So, on my personal side, I have constructed a temple in my village to restore the Sanatana Dharma. And we are minority religious. Out of 200 families, we are 30 Hindu, and the rest is 150 Muslim and 50 Christian. So I'm trying to restore the old tradition of Sanatana Dharma, and I have been inspired by many of your works in that, and how to take the arguments like we used to have those Tarka Shastra and all when Shankaracharya was there. So I know you contributed a lot in that direction, and also part of your Infinity have been contributing some donations and all. So the other thing is on the NIT side, which you have said, of course, it's just an interaction. I'll come back. On IIT thing, when I studied in 1990s in NIT Allahabad, MNRSC, there we used to have a group called UBIs. You know the full form of UBI? Yeah, UBI means unfortunately born in India, so they used to always be associated themselves as a separate group who wants to be living in US but studying here, and after studies they go back. So they want to go there. So we always had that differentiation between those who want to live in India after graduation and those who want to go abroad. And in the college itself, that there was a very clear distinction between the two groups. Yeah.
Namaskar. I'm Nalini Mohan, IFS officer, belong to Andhra Pradesh cadre. Recently retired, and I'm staying here in Hyderabad. I have started one organization called Denduluri Foundation in my family's name, doing the promotion of Indian art, culture, traditions, and with scientific outlook. So for the last 15 years, we have been working and then raising awareness among the people regarding the greatness of Indian culture and how we should protect it. So these efforts are going on. Thank you.
So can you tell us why you are here? What is your interest in us?
No, I just wanted to learn what is like your contribution, and that so that is there any way which I can contribute through our organization in future to connect with the good work being done. Yeah.
We actually said that, sir. Okay, you know, this thing also, we asked you the question. We have asked questions. Okay, what are the questions that you have? We have given all the details in the registration itself.
I see.
Okay. So, you know, it was on. We tried to, you know, do whatever possible in a small registration form.
See, we are staying away from people with petty identities.
Yes, sir.
I have faced them. I go to the south and they tell me that you are some North Indian and they are Dravidian. I am not thinking like that. Stupid person. I go to some place and they tell me that guy is a Dravidian. I see Bharati people all over the world hurt really. And whoever is hurt wherever I have done for the last 30 years, anything I can do that in any way. Not regarding anything, whether it is a caste issue, language issue, religion issue, wherever there is a issue, one party, I help it. But in terms of getting response and getting support, I find it's very petty, very cheap, very. He's one of the big artists, very rare, very rare guy. Big artist, and there are 42 people like that, but luckily there are enough to make my life work. I feel okay, these are something. Otherwise, there is every stupid reason why I don't want to do anything. You keep hearing, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything because I'm the IT who stayed here. These guys don't let them suffer, let them come down. Like that. Another reason, oh, I'm from Telugu. I don't want to work with this fellow from somewhere. Or I'm this IS guy. I got the wrong cadre. Now somebody got the right cadre. Let him suffer. This is so stupid. So the point is, those who are, let's say, petty Indian identity bias, and even this Indian IIT versus foreign IIT is a petty identity clash. I have no time to argue with them. They want to think that it's very important to argue with them. So why waste my time? Why not work with those who are not so petty? Why not, out of 100 people, if there's 2, 5, 10, whatever, who are really aligned, who want to think this big, in a big context, just work with them and strengthen them and see what we can do together. Rather than fight the other 90% who are not ready, because I've tried that and it never works. It is a total waste of time. So what we need is quick filter. Are you on board? Are you not on board? If you are on board, let's work together, let's do a project. Right? If you are not on board, thank you very much. You have a nice breakfast and go. What do you think?
Like, Muttisha Raj is actually, he has a very great experience.
One second. I am Raghu. I have done my IRS income tax. IRS income tax. Retired. Of course, I read some of the excerpts and reviews in the books, and of course, your idea that what is affecting India today, we should strengthen different forces and bring people together, and also be alive to the external forces which are trying to, I would say, come in the way of India advancing or growing to become a positive power. That is, I find that your theme of your. But as civil servant, I found, of course, in most of the people, we don't discuss about not so much of dividends. That is unfortunate. So what I feel is, as civil servants, their effectiveness also over the years has come down. So I would request you to just give some ideas how we can make our role more relevant and also strengthen the system so that the civil servants can contribute to the not only the growth but also develop the idea of the nation building or one nation.
So he's an example. He's a good example of somebody who meets the first prerequisite. You have to cross many bridges to come to be important or relevant for us. First bridge is, are you thinking for the bigger cause of the bigger group of people, or thinking about my little group versus that little group? So he's thinking big group, like we are. And he's thinking beyond himself. He's retired. He's not saying, in my job, I was this caste and that caste, they didn't give me this, they didn't give me that, good for them, let them come back. He's not like that. He's not into revenge, no anger. So he meets the first several criteria. And that's the kind of person we have to screen out before, so we don't waste time on useless people. And therefore we can work together. He wants to know how we can work together. So we need to collect people like that. Huh?
He's a part of our governing council.
Yeah.
Sir, Namaskar, sir. I am Muttisha, retired from Indian Administrative Service. I have gone through your book, Battle for Sanskrit, sir. I also distributed it for 100 people. And I also got some reviews from most of them. Most of them gave very positive review about it. I was keenly associated at that point of time with the National Sanskrit University. I was on executive policy. I was also arguing some of the most important points which you are raising. This is my brief introduction. I was also associated with Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam. It's his design that I was associated with Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam many number of times, and I was able to.
Sure.
Because they are the type who will use it, benefit us.
Yes, sir. We are sure that we'll go to, we'll read cover to cover and also try to propagate the ideas where we find
You are into TV publication also. So he understands what the importance of books.
Yeah, I understand. Very good.
Yeah, that's happened. And just before I finish, sir, I would like to I would like to share some of the important contributions, sir. We are presently, after entering the hall, I'm speaking about the words like civil war, so many disharmony happening, cutting throat kind of competition happening around, and many things are happening, sir. And many internal designs are also happening. But against this, with the assistance and support of the Tirumala Devasthanam and benign grace of the Lord, I have conducted one important program for Dalits. For the modularized sections, we have constructed temples, and our own organization like SSR was actively associated with that. Once a temple is constructed and we leave it as a structure, it's a sin. Then we try to select the people from among the community through the open democratic policy and brought them to Devasthanam. We train them as archakas who are capable of doing Nitya Puja. This happened in this happened with 1,000 archakas, covering somewhere around 500 temples. Sir, in the process, we also designed a module called Alayam and Archanam. Probably you can get that word, Alayam and Archanam. This is general Sanskrit. Alayam and Archanam. That really hit them, and that gives a scope of the temple, origin of the temple, growth of the temple, temple priest and his connection with society, dharma, and also traditions. Sir, having said this, sir, and another area I am working is mother tongue, sir. Education, mother tongue, I am focusing more on the medium of instruction, sir, particularly at the younger age. Unless the children's comprehension is intact in the early stages, nascent period of their life, and they are able to think in their mother tongue, they connect with themselves, the surroundings. Probably they cannot do so. With this, I just take this.
Thank you so much.
I am Shiv Kumar. I am a senior vice president with the risk management company. I am an Indologist and a political analyst right from student days. We have a wide and strong net of thought process people. I feel that your contribution in the all over India, all over Andhra Pradesh also, because our college alumni, school alumni.
It's better, instead of random people, it's better tell him to do these things. He's
Right.
an Indologist, he knows what he's sent 100 copies of my book to people who give a review. So what we have to do is catch hold of those who are already aligned, who invested time for understanding it, and rather than hecklers or people who want to find out why, to argue, one or two fellows to deviate to dismantle the whole food, because they keep arguing that they don't vote. So I think in the future what we have to do is bring those people who are saying, I already know part of the work that I'm already investing in, I already feel that I want to continue. If they can check out all that, whereas if then it brings, the smaller group is better also. If you have people who say, I don't know anything, I'll come and listen, then I'll argue, and I'll give my opinion, and he doesn't know anything, and without knowing anything about an opinion, I think we just waste time.
Right. So that's exactly the point of having organizing different verticals and smaller groups. That was the whole objective. Okay. So yeah, there are some challenges that we had. Okay, but next time on we should be very very careful. And if this is not happening the way we planned, okay, we can as well do a Zoom calls. Okay, in coming.
We can do a Zoom call to filter out.
Filter.
Those who are not interested don't waste time.
Right. So we can almost in Zoom it is better than in online sessions that is easy we can mute them. Okay, or we can just hold them.
Our group has armed forces people, air marshals, cabinet ministers of the state, and politicians, bureaucrats from administrative
So
service,
what is the
police
group
service.
called?
No, it is a private group,
Okay.
Bharat First.
Bharat First.
Great,
So
great,
why
great.
don't you get associated with us? Why don't you organize? Because I'm leaving tomorrow, but I'm back. Let's say sometime in April. Why don't you get connection from him and organize a Zoom meeting?
Yeah.
We can
With
do
your
that.
group.
Sure.
We can do that. Just but coming to the brass tacks,
Yeah.
instead of we contributing to you, you contribute to us. Because on the pyramid of action that we have, let me first be clear about it. We don't see democratic system of administering a country as a virtue. As a political analyst, I tell that it is one of the methods of administering a country. Plato said democracy is a rule by maneuvers. So he has virtuous, the philosopher king's concept of the Plato in political philosophy.
We agree with you. But we agree with you. But when you say instead of you helping us, we should help you. My work is to help you. Why you are? I'm not helping myself.
That's why.
I spent 30 years
How you are
trying to help you.
how you are helping the undecided intellectual section,
Yeah.
which is there. We will discuss your books, your thoughts.
Yes.
You give so much evidence.
Right.
It is like a court presentation.
Exactly.
So we
it is intended to be like an argument that can withstand cross-examination.
cross-examine.
Yeah.
So we circulate your thoughts, synopsis, and all your YouTube videos also we circulate, we discuss. We drive the undecided marginal people
That's the
towards our thought process.
That is the goal.
Excellent. The people are sitting on the wall.
Even at times I harass my friend Dr. Raghu also with violent thoughts about these things.
No, this is what you're saying. What you're saying is exactly right. So I would rather come to a city like Hyderabad or anywhere and have a real hard workshop with people who already are on board. They know the issues, they've read this stuff, they're already working on this. Now, how do we, between now and your next visit, what do we do?
Right.
What is the ground
So
game?
now we have got a good name.
Ah.
Okay, numbers.
Okay, so now what do we do? What do we do? How do we move it forward? What is the next goal? So we work as a group like that.
Yes.
That is what we do.
The nature of state,
Yeah.
ever since Arab invasion of India in 600s, and later the Mughals, later the British, and the present democratic system since 47, has not changed. The nature of the state, the society, Indian polity, as it was during the Arab invasion, it is the same now under federal rule and democratic.
This is so much in common. I want your contact. I really want your contact. Most of the other people is like other way to go. In this case, I want your contact. So
Please share.
what's your name?
I am sure, I'll give my time.
You give your contact. You know, I'm also writing on is democracy the right thing? I'm writing on it.
It is not the right
No,
thing.
I'm writing on
And
that.
I can contribute to you why it is not.
Yes. Because if it is everybody got the same boat, the majority of the people are not educated, not informed, very selfish, very myopic, petty, money, this, that, then the people, the voters are like that.
You
And
buy
so,
them.
and so then the politician has to come down to that level to get their vote. So the kind of people who get elected and the kind of agenda will be accordingly. So I feel that it's not the fault of any particular government because they have to do this to win.
It is a ploy introduced by the colonial masters, white masters, to keep the Asiatic countries permanently divided and quarreling among themselves. Universal franchise, democratic election, representative election is nothing but a white ploy. Take South Africa. What happened after the whites quit? If they are quarreling, they destroyed themselves. Asiatic countries, were they ever used to universal franchise? Were they ever? They were always led by one leader and the people one. Take Ashoka, or for the Mao Zedong, you take it. One leader following. Even for that matter, Lenin. This is the Asian part of the country. Democracy is one method. of administering a state. It is not a holy cow. Condemn it, slaughter it, take it away. Different rule system should come. Kemal Atatürk, what did he do in Turkey? Did he go the democratic way of reforming the Turkish state, caliphate?
No, we will have a lively discussion because
But I have
wait
different
a second, because while democracy has a lot of problems and which has not succeeded, I believe. But the alternative of
You say yes.
let's be one conversation. The alternative also has problems that you can give good examples of good dictators who did a lot of good work. Singapore also, a lot of places like that. But you can also give bad examples of bad dictators who ruined. And then without democracy you can't get rid of them. Like maybe North Korea has got one of those guys. So the issue is democracy is not the best solution. What is better for today? Because in the past there was no mass media, people didn't communicate. So this Raja saying something, I don't know any better, I can't revolt, I can't organize. But today, because of the technology which you cannot end, you cannot finish the technology, people are connected, people are traveling, people are comparing notes. So people will not necessarily bow down and be obedient to a ruler unless he's delivering something good, unless he's delivering. So the challenge remains, what is a better structure? It is not, I don't have an answer. I'm happy to say, I have questions and I have criticisms, but that doesn't mean I have perfect answer. I'm humble enough to say that.
Fine, you want to we can discuss some of that.
Sir, it can be debated, but still I feel that democracy is the best among these other systems. Electoral system can be modified. But then,
So we, okay, he's on.
Yes, so he has his card, sir.
This is your card.
Yes.
I'll share all the things.
No, but
you should give all
connect me.
Yeah, sure.
You should connect with me.
Sure, I'll connect with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
thank you, sir.
Thank you,
We
sir.
can't put it
We
on.
will continue our track.
Phone is.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, what? Brief photo. Okay.
Good right. Give them the books to read.
We have a photo.
Yes. Give them a Yeah, you can color the books, okay, whatever you want.
Yes.
Come. We have to run for another appointment.
Yes.
My daughter met you in California.
Short of time. Come in. Sukumar.
कैमरामैन को दिया
Come.
आदित्य कैमरामैन को दिया 1 second sir just 1 second ready sir thank you sir
Okay.
Right.
Share just the photo.
Sure.
So where is Aditya? Oh, there. I'm always, when Aditya is not here, I'm nervous. When he's here, I say, okay, now I'm you are a person who gives good assurance.